名物オーナーすぎて専属カメラマンいるじゃん、俺。
And TV as well, yeah. On TV. Now, of course, Twitch is the way. A quick flash there of the Jinxie squad. And here's a quick flash of the Murash F. Go out here. And the ball will drop from the iconic cage. Who's going to get there first? Who's got possession? It is Jinxie on the ball.
We said that they don't know each other, but these two, Brinquinho and Barata, play together in the Kings League Brazil. For Capim, so there is an understanding there.
Could be it. No, get up. He's up on his feet. Still order. Junichi just loving it. And Japan are ahead here against Jinxie of the USA.
It's right away. With the goal for Murash. He showed a good strength to clash with Brinquinho, but then he got up quicker than Brinquinho. Brinquinho stayed on the ground. So the first goal is for Murash. Let's see if the Americans can score, because they've got that capability with Brinquinho.
The arm is up, Bruno.
I'm not going to jot it down how many times I've had to scribble out goals on my...
You're just too eager. You're just too eager. You're a bit Roy. You're a bit Roy. You're a bit singing the praises of both off air and on air as well. We obviously talking a lot about this competition. Downtime, watching and rather playing a bit of Fortnite, but also chatting about the competition. It's part of naturally of our conversation as the shot comes. A lot about Brinquinho, especially after that first day when we were digesting it all. We're back in the hotel, weren't we, Bruno? Obviously, we're struggling to sleep with the adrenaline that was flowing. Well, not even 4 minutes in here.
He definitely makes the most of the...
And I add as well. Now here they come. Full control.
That little turn. You know, Japanese players like Mitoma. They're very good on the ball. They're all sort of very good dribbling, and they take very good care of the ball. And Enjo
obviously the first is an obvious one.
Nakamura, all right.
Oh, sorry, no.
Look, in Spain, for example. Remarkable winger. I don't know where he'll be going. He'll definitely be moving on. He came both Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Well, we were singing the praises of Japanese players. Why? It's the Japanese team that leads. Retake the lead and on a mix-up. Right place, right time, the quickest to react. I'm capitalizing on that error, Bruno.
絶対いける。いや、今日みんなもう攻めっ気が違う。気合いでいけ、気持ちいいけ、気持ちいいけ。負け、点取れ、点取れ。もう守るなんて考えなくていいよ。ナイスオーケー。気持ち強くいこう。負けてない絶対。チャンスだよ逆に。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。いけ。トシヤ見してやる。いやいいんだよ。いいんだよ。トシヤが出ない。両平いいんだよ。オッケーオッケー。いいプレーだ、いいプレー。中心頼りじゃねえぞ、もう。トシヤいいね。おお、あ、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、中心がいる。大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫。クリア、ナイス、オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。落ち着いて、落ち着いて、落ち着いて。合ってない、合ってない、合ってない。絶対にいける。合ってないんだよ、俺たちが想定以上に強くて相手絶対驚いてるから。いけ、いけ、ゴー。いけ、よっしゃ、ナイスだ。さあ次次次。中心いいね、パスナイスパス。負けんな、ここ負けんな、ここ負けんな。オッケー。カーションいいぞ、いいぞ。
Obviously the Spanish speaking, not the Brazilians, but because obviously from South America, but obviously they're very proud of their Portuguese connections. As that's just swung in there.
Okay. TRM
and Gear 7 presidents respectively, so 2 Italian presidents to roll the dice or the die. I've never quite remembered which one is it.
I think it's die, isn't it?
Yeah.
People don't generally use it, do they?
Yeah, exactly. The last roll at die. It just doesn't.
As
that's just headed on there. Talk about roll of the dice. That was straight rolled through the middle and very nearly flicked on. And reminder again, Tirem against Los Chamos at 20:00, so 8 p.m. Then we've got Kuni Sports in action against SXB, and we come to a close with fast.
No幅があっていいね。すごい引き出しが多くて。
It's when we well.
いいぞいいぞリュウジいいぞいいぞいいぞリュウジ。リュウジ行け。オッケーオッケー。
And it's been a constant.
リュウジナイスプレー。ナイスプレー。
Quite sort of Londony weather, isn't it?
It reminds me a bit of London because it's sort of you do have Bruno, see those sort of bursts of rain, then a bit of sunshine, sunshine coming through.
Nice!
A lot of clouds.
Jinxie very nearly coming through, and then sometimes a bit of light drizzle, and then coming back to overcast. So it did remind me a little bit of that, and unfortunately I didn't pack an umbrella, but like I said,
down to the Lafayette galleries. It's a lovely little walk.
Rue de Lafayette. Well, let's focus to the Rue de la Kings League and the Rue de la Capre Arena. Here he goes.
Okay!
Wasn't quite Roberto Carlos.
守れてる! さあ自分信じていこう!
It's very similar to that magic wand of a boot of Roberto Carlos.
Okay, my ball.
A spell with Inter. PSV, Barcelona, Cruzeiro, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
攻め続けて相手バテてるマジで
Think of Inter,
うますぎる
Madrid and Brazil.
ここ負けんな
Milan as well.
大丈夫
Milan. The Milan.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah. This time with Real.
真ん中注意
Now back to the present. Oh, off the
翔平
Oh, that was
Captain!
brilliant play all round.
ナイス
We have to say full marks to both teams for a breathtaking passage of play. Keeper
いやマジでナイス
far away.
I could say from Keisuke Fukaya at the near post. More than I'd imagine they didn't just come onto the field of play, but Murash were on here for a long time, and the keepers are really working. So I'm not going to say that save was down to the work he put on the pitch before kickoff, but they definitely were out here taking things very seriously.
Here comes.
Okay.
The beam was only 2. Just one president in the end. I thought we were going to have 2, but all good. Or maybe just hiding behind there. What we got? Okay, 3v3. We like that, which means that the keepers can come out as well and be involved. Now we're back underway. Final 2 minutes, and we expect goals here, don't we, Bruno? With the space.
Nice!
Maybe one could say their sort of flair from Spain and from Brazil.
They had a 3-on-3 in their first game as well. Must admit, I don't remember the outcome, but so they have been used to the 3-on-3. And Brinquinho definitely is a player that is pretty good in these 3-on-3 situations, or 2-on-2s, and Barata in goal as well.
Nice!
Barata will find out if it's brilliant or not. Purely belter. Good film. Now Barata. Oh, good ball. Here he is.
Yes!
Oh! My. Well, now I think I've seen everything. Brinquinho.
Have you seen a man eat his own head? The one that he flicked over to Brinquinho.
Brinquinho's there again in support. He's free as well. Can they get the ball to Brinquinho this time? He must score. Brinquinho, can he make amends? He can. He does make amends. Moments after missing a sit-up. He fires it home. There, number 20. He doesn't miss twice, does he, Bruno?
Thought for a moment there when he tried to take it around the keeper, he made the wrong choice, but he just found enough of a gap to draw the ball into an empty net.
It's not that Nakamura, it's just his namesake, a reminder. Who would make that error? Fugaya.
Keisuke,いいんだ! 狙った結果!
Position as a sort of a midfield playmaker, and he's certainly got techers, hasn't he? He's got skills. And Brinquinho could get it.
Okay.
Oh wow! Maybe took a helping hand on its way through, but he still had to be there. Who got that final touch?
惜しいな今触ってんだけどな
Did it take a touch on its way through?
オッケーオッケーオッケー。おいおいこっからだよ。だいぶ7対7勝ってるからだいぶ。こっちカードもあるしまだ。ペナルティもあるし。内容悪くない絶対。落ち着け落ち着け。俺たちこっからだよ。こっからだよ。絶対いける。勝ってる絶対7対7の内容勝ってるから絶対信じていい。いやマジで全然本当に内容は絶対いける。少人数でしゃあないもうあれは本当に。だいぶリスク取っていいよ。1点差で負けても100点差で負けても変わんねえからリスク取ってけマジで。いいぞどうしや。
Games, that's the only thing that's been sometimes lacking. I suppose it goes with their character, very noble and sportsmanship. Athletes, and it's the only
had negative experiences, but Tottenham Hotspur.
そこ抜くんだあいつ。
barring that, but
okay.
he led them to the champion. He only lost to Germany shootout that year.
Okay, nice keeper.
When it comes to penalty shootouts, are very good as our column side and Ralph and Tyler were having their say. So it's always good debate. So it's always good to.
Yeah.
The shot goes in and it was.
Nice shot.
Stings the gloves.
Get. 絶対ビビってるからどうしように。
Nice little shimmy as well, wasn't it? Just putting it onto his right boot there. Yeah, she that.
負けんな。Okay.
Pulling out wins when they probably weren't the best team, and that's the only thing that maybe is lacking from Japanese football. That's what Munash will be hoping for today. If right now in the second half,
we tend to see lots of goals, and it can be a sort of a turning point for some teams. There's question marks offside there. We continue to play on.
The Japanese players or the Japanese.
No.
What is he?
Junichi, you said hello to him, and he looked up and he waved.
You know, he remembers us from the Kings World Cup Nations. We had a little chat, obviously, naturally, and that's going to be painful. Not in the morning. That's painful right now.
Wonderful and very polite people. Yeah, not in the morning. No, that won't be in the morning.
Yeah, that'd be.
That's an.
We feel for him.
If it hurts in the morning, then that would be pretty worrying.
Yeah, we feel for him, and we asked the camera person just to leave him a bit of dignity and bless him because that is
painful. Head on the way up.
Yeah.
それはしょうがない。それマジでわざとじゃないから許してあげて。それマジでわざとじゃないから。
Yeah. Something like a secret card or a presidential penalty moments before he is tasked with scoring his goal, and it looks like at the other end, jinxing a penalty take, which I assume that will be very interesting, won't it, as well? Very, very interesting. Now,
would it be worth double?
No,
worth reminding.
But in terms of that, taking him into the Capocannoniere territory, in that sense, it would be very special, very, very special indeed. Now, here he is, little fist pump, little salute, but as you said, too much there. Morash crest. Good to see. We spoke about the sportsmanship, didn't we? That we've seen the camaraderie between the Kings League brothers and sisters, of course. It's a game for everybody. Come one, come all.
Yeah.
We're the latter, aren't we? At least we think.
It's a pretty basic shirt, isn't it, this from Morash? We've been talking about basic shirts. A little bit too basic, but there's the Japan blue.
Here they go. Can they go level? Well done. Really cool penalty. And look at that, just rallying the team now. And look at that team spirit. Smells like team spirit. They all came across, didn't they? That's an old one. That's been reused. How many times was that on the covers of football magazines when say team was doing well? Smells like team spirit. It was. I know. But I've always wanted to use it.
Good goal, though. You need cheat, Marti.
Well, now after drawing level, Morash, they can now find themselves training again. Who will come out winner of this duel? Marti or Fukaya. Here we go, looking for the goal here around the keeper. And he'll be disappointed there.
おい来いいける日本のムードだよいけるぞ
Very disappointed.
いける
Are they checking something? No.
They are
Oh,
checking.
right. I saw everybody sort of stopping. I think Alex Marti showed way too much of the ball there, didn't he? Look. First touch, boom. Second touch is the long touch, and then he's got the keeper all over him, and it was game over.
蹴ったかすら覚えてねえほぼ真ん中関係ねえから決めちまえばマジで覚えてねえよしうわしゃべれこんなシュートは無視大丈夫こっちにカードが回るおい今度考えなくていい点取って勝つんだよ
So good they named him twice.
点取って勝とうぜ
JJ Okocha, that goal was so good.
取り合え取り合え
Actually, the star player scoring, so it's not 4-3, it's 5-3 to Jinxie.
だいぶ絶対だいぶ絶対諦めた俺は
5 goals for the competition, so he equals the top scorer.
よしよしよし
And what a
点取って勝つんだよ俺たち
So
Our head again, and what a goal! It would be a worthy winner, wouldn't it? Strike like that, but it ain't over yet now.
そうだ中洲いいぞ 点取って勝つぞ
In the footsteps, if I'm not mistaken, in this edition of the Kings
In
World
this
Cup
one, yeah.
Clubs, and we'll
負けてる時なんて
go on here as we go towards the 30-minute
打て
mark.
よしそれで
Oh, mamma mia! I thought it was coming towards me.
それでいいぞ
In-mouth moment.
点取り行け
There. Unfortunately, and I'm so happy that there was no expletive from it. Otherwise, it would have been. I was a ball away and expletive. Broadcasters, we do have our fears, don't we? Oh, they're checking. Oh, check over. You know, maybe it's getting a goal scorer's name wrong, turning up late, or being stuck in traffic before a game. It's always maybe saying the wrong thing.
いいんだぞいいんだいいぞ中洲いいぞ
Just a word away.
クライスケ負けた絶対諦めたいいぞいいぞ
A word away from being a legend. That's a wonderful one. No,
いい選手なんだ
I just said, Mamma mia.
苦しいけどここ頑張
Which means, oh goodness, oh goodness. What would you say in French? Sacre bleu, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
Basta. You know, they'd say, wouldn't they, if you're going to school trip, say Italy or Spain.
いいぞいいぞいいぞどっちがいい
Dad, I'm 12. Well, that's okay.
緩急いいね緩急いいね
George Ware, those ones just.
Johan Cruyff, Jordi Cruyff.
オーケーいいシュート
Yeah, and in fact, he never had Cruyff
Kaso,
on
Utteke!
his shirt because he didn't feel sort of worthy.
あーもう紙一重なんだけどなこれも
Was playing. Sorry,
Kurash.
頑張れ中洲
Yeah.
いけ負けんだ
Away from him.
ここ頑張れ一投手
it's there.
負け打てどうしや
Can they get the shot away?
打て
Nakamura.
もう惜しいマジで
Save. At the moment, again, purely speculating. The longer it goes on, always makes one think it could be a shootout or a penalty, or maybe they wait for the final 4 minutes to have goals worth double. There's always that.
両行けなんと我々ジョーカー引いてるんですよ
Surely penalty.
And that time we were saying, what are they doing? And it actually worked out because they got, if you remember, they scored a goal and they took the pays off. We'll be the first to be eating our words.
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーいいよいいよ狙っていこう狙っていこ
In the end. Space very tight, passing it around. They're being very patient here before trying to get the shot away. This is a good chance.
They managed to have exactly what the doctor ordered. Go 5-4 down to the last 2 minutes of 7v6. Would have been perfect, but
うさあこっからだ
I still think it was the wrong call, that Joker card.
Yes, they can turn the situation around now.
感謝届け
And they get that goal to make it 5-4. Oh, that was close.
なんでんだよそれ
Was it tipped over?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Keep up the pressure. They've got a minute and a half
押してる大丈
to
夫
make this numerical advantage count. You can't, I'm trying to go for it, something different. There is that side of things, but you expect them to take the penalty and at least reduce the arrears. But and of course it will be checked as we speak, as we play on here. Oh, that's a very nearly caught out, and then again. Oh,
Took a while to get up there, didn't he?
he did, but he managed to keep it out not once but twice. Look at that, that's a really good save.
Very good save.
Very good save.
Oh, they're saying there's a handball there from Yeray. Look at this here. East side.
It is because we're less than a minute away from those final
しっかり
2
守れ
minutes, and Jinxie are back on the ball, looking to make it 6. That for me would
頑張れどうしや
especially in the Kings
う
League.
まい
That's for
いけ
sure.
いけい
This
け
could be a
いけ
chance.
い
It's
け
Enjo, still Enjo.
残念だちくしょ
And
まだ5分ある絶対アディショナルタイム3分あるから絶対こっからマジでこっからマジでこっから 内容も本当に全然いつもの5対3じゃない。マジで絶負けんだ負けたノーファルノーファルノーファルノーファルこっから1点差1点差1点差1点差だよ。みんなマジで応援してマジ絶対勝つから。おいけいけいけいけいけいけ
Not for the first time in this match, Bruno, on an error at the back. It's 5-5, and as things stand, we're going to a shootout.
Yeah, first it's the Idris, where he doesn't clear. He clears that, and the move is over, and then it.
Or from Jinxie are coming forward here. Oh, this would be cruel on Mirash. All aboard the showboat. But in Kenya, the star man. With a cheeky little flick. And Mirash rescued only by the base of the post, Bruno. Jinxie just losing out. Now Mirash, now or never. Mirash, now or never. Can they get that shot away? They can't. Or can they? Still, Nakamura. Oda stayed at the keeper. They did well to keep his. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Remember to
through to the last chance.
Yeah, and they're attacking our end of the arena. Here he goes. Agata to make it 1-0. Just wide, just wide. So immediately offering the chance.
ケイスケが止めればいい。ケイスケが止めればいい。シュートアウトそんないっぱい入るから。ああ惜しいな。うめえんだけどな。めっちゃうめえんだけどな。惜しい。
Talking of Brazil, here he goes. Marty. Still with Marty. Beyond Fukaya.
まだ4本ある4本ある4本ある4本あるぞ4本あるぞ。大丈夫です。ずっとみんなしろ。また抜きじゃねえ。
Really well.
So then they're going to have to score a couple to try and win this.
Yeah, they're chasing Jinxie, aren't they now? Tamura. Still with Tamura.
No.
惜しい。いいんだいいんだいいんだいいんだ。トライしろトライしろ。
Maybe just. That sort of,
おいこっからだ
too much sort of input as well. Something you're thinking, right? I've got the ball.
Yeah,
I think it was like a
brain freeze.
You got the keeper. You got the angle being reduced. Just all those. This is a big moment. You can see, can they double their advantage and stretch further away here? Here they go, Jinxie. Chance to make it 2. Ooh, good save for Kaya. Really good save for Kaya on Santi Gordillo.
And almost top spinned back down, didn't it? Because the save was.
Your man, Alcaraz.
Yep.
Talking of top spin.
In the final tomorrow.
In the final here in Paris. We've got lots of screens, which is brilliant to get up close and close. Might have a little on in the background. Why not? Why not? Good luck to Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. Now, Hamamoto trickles in. And up and running.
Well, that was much needed. Just to apply that little bit of scoreboard pressure also to the Jinxie players, and it just about went in, didn't it? That could have spun either way.
絶対諦めんなみんなも。
Just on the inside, so 1-1. And it's
ケイスケ止める。頼むケイスケ止めてくれ。
the Brinkmeister General.
頼むマジで。
Trinquinho. Oh, wow. Far from it. Not even Corporal Lance Corporal. He's been stripped of his.
勝たして。本当に今日勝ちたい。本当に勝たしてマジで。よいしょ。大丈夫。
Done something a bit more. That was quite a basic approach from a player with that much quality.
Yeah, now again the pendulum swings back in favor of Jinxie, but they. Now Bumina for Jinxie, big moment, and he delivers the goods. 2-1, and now this really is literally Bruno make or break for Mirash. Missed this, and they are going home. Save it. That is, of course.
And that's why sometimes you leave a player like Nakamura, who could be their best player, to take this penalty.
Here he goes. To keep them in the competition, he'll do that for now. That's for sure. But, it's a big but. If Jinxie now score.
みんなマジ
then
頼
it
む
is
祈ってくれ
over.
頼
So
む止めてくれケイスケ
did
ケイ
his
スケマ
shot
ジ止めてくれ
Wow.
Can he be the Salvador for them?
ケイスケ頼む
Torres, yes! Sends Jinxie marching on. They win the shootout. It's heartache for Morash, who are going home. They've been knocked out of the competition. But Jinxie, the stars and stripes of Jinxie, soaring through to the last chance saloon. Torres, the hero. Torres taking all the plaudits and the limelight here. And nerve-jangling, nail-biting shootout. It's disappointment for them. The Morash player, yeah, she's still claiming it's not him, that's Nakamura.